What's going on, guys? This is your channel TFD coming back with another video, and man, oh man, it looks like Coach Stephanie White has finally told the shocking truth about Caitlin Clark's return, why she didn't come back this past season, and how her recovery process is really shaping up. You already know we're about to break it all the way down for this one, so let's take that trip up to Indy because this one right here is serious. Let's get it. Yeah, we getting closer, y'all. We're getting closer to the GOAT returning to 5-on-5 basketball. This is great news, man. The GOAT, Caitlin Clark, is finally on the verge of being back in full 5-on-5 action within the next few days. And I don't care what nobody says. That's a big W for basketball fans all around the world. The game just hasn't been the same without her. The crowds, the excitement, the highlight reels, everything felt a little quieter when she was gone. Now, I've been saying this for a minute, right? Coach Stephanie White has been handling things way differently this year compared to last season. Last year, she was out there speaking to every single media outlet, ESPN, Bleacher Report, you name it. But this year, it looks like she's only talking to the Indiana local media. And that right there tells me one thing. This is a PR move. A carefully planned one, too. They're keeping things in-house, controlling the message, making sure no leaks or negative stories get out before Caitlin's big return. Now, shout out to Venom Reacts. I think that's his channel because a lot of people have been hitting me up about his live stream. And I'm not going to react to his content because that's his lane. But from what I saw, he put together a pretty eye-opening collage. Let's just say it kind of exposed Stephanie White in a few ways, or at least made people raise their eyebrows about what's really going on behind the scenes. That live dropped last Friday, right? And right after that, Stephanie White popped up in a recent interview that hasn't even fully aired yet. That timing, bro, is too perfect. You can't tell me it's not connected. Every time something starts circulating online, like rumors about Caitlin's injury or questions about her training, the Fever's PR team jumps out front to redirect the conversation. And look, this is exactly what I keep warning y'all about. You can't fully trust some of these Indiana media folks. I'm not saying all of them are bad. There's some real ones out there, but there are others who won't call a spade a spade. They protect the front office and spin whatever story keeps the team looking clean. Let's just be real. Caitlin Clark only played about 13 games last season before her injury took her out for good. That's basically a full season gone. Fans had to sit back and watch while everyone else tried to fill the gap. And yeah, there were some solid performances, but nobody electrifies the court like CC. We're talking about a player who drops a logo threes like layups, who threads passes that don't even look possible, who brings energy that fills every arena she steps in. There's no replacing that. The league felt her absence in the numbers. The fans felt it in the energy. And you best believe the Fever felt it in the win column. But now she's one step closer to that comeback we've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the most recent update. Shout out to Chloe Peterson over at Indy Star Sports. She's been keeping folks updated with legit info straight from Coach Steph. And from what she wrote, Caitlin Clark is on track to reach her goal of returning to 5-on-5 play by the end of October. Coach Steph says she's been building up gradually, starting with 2-on-2, then 3-on-3, and now pushing toward full scrimmage action. That right there is huge. That means Caitlin isn't just rehabbing anymore. She's hoping again. And look, you can tell Stephanie White is being super cautious. After the kind of injury Caitlin went through, you don't rush it. You build the foundation back up, get her rhythm, confidence, and timing right. Because when she comes back, they don't just want her back. They want the real Caitlin Clark, the one that changes the game every time she touches the ball. And let's not forget, this isn't just about basketball. This is about momentum. The Fever built their entire future around Caitlin. Ticket sales, sponsorships, TV deals, all of it. Her comeback means the Fever's identity is coming back. But man, let me say this. The way the organization and the media have handled this whole situation hasn't been the smoothest. There's been mixed messages, miscommunication, and honestly, a lot of frustration from fans who just want honesty. Some folks said she was weeks away months ago. Others said she might not return until next year. That's why when Stephanie White finally opened up about her recovery path, it felt like a breath of fresh air. Now, back to what Venom Reacts was talking about. He pointed out something real. Stephanie White's public silence, while strategic, also created confusion. When you're the head coach of a team with the biggest star in the league, you can't just go ghost. Fans want transparency, sponsors want clarity, reporters want access. But maybe, just maybe, they were doing it all to keep Caitlin's recovery private and pressure-free. At the end of the day, it looks like everything's coming together at the right time. Caitlin Clark is close to full speed, the Fever are reloading for a bounce-back year, and the entire WNBA is waiting to see that first shot from deep drop again. Because when that happens, it's over. The GOAT will officially be back. So yeah, guys, let's just get ready. Caitlin Clark's comeback story is about to hit a whole new level. The recovery, the rehab, the grind, it's all been building up to this. The Fever need her, the league needs her, the game needs her. Y'all already know what it is. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think Caitlin Clark is going to come back stronger than ever? Or should the Fever take it slow and make sure she's 110% before stepping back on the floor?
Here it says Indiana Fever taking Caitlin Clark's recovery on a week-by-week basis, Stephanie White says. The Indiana Fever are taking it slow with Caitlin Clark's recovery from a right groin injury and left ankle sprain, but the Fever star is continuing to take steps toward full strength. Fever coach Stephanie White told Indy Star on a Fever Insider podcast episode launching Wednesday this week that Clark isn't yet back to playing 5-on-5, but she has done some work in 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 situations, which means she's getting close to returning to full 5-on-5 action. Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever are clearly ramping things up, but I'm going to be real with y'all. I really wanted Caitlin Clark to be training somewhere else with somebody different. I just don't completely trust how the Fever handle her development. I don't believe Stephanie White truly has Caitlin's best interests at heart, and honestly, I don't think she fully understands how to use Caitlin Clark to her strengths. I think Stephanie likes the idea of having Caitlin Clark, the star power, the media buzz, but she doesn't seem totally comfortable with Caitlin's style of play. Stephanie White's more of a slow, methodical coach, that college-style approach where she wants to control the tempo from the sideline, but Caitlin thrives in freedom, that fast-paced read and react system where she can create, improvise, and light it up from anywhere. That's the Caitlin Clark we all love watching, and that's the version that makes her special. So yeah, I've got some real concerns about how this partnership works moving forward, but I will say this, I'm excited to hear she's getting back to 5-on-5. That's exactly what she needs. She's got to be out there getting real reps, not just doing one-on-one or individual drills. This is big, man. This is a major step for Caitlin Clark, and I can't lie, I'm hyped to see her back on the court doing what she does best. I can't wait to see that fire and energy again.
Like, do we not remember all this? Do y'all forget what a groin injury actually is? It's literally just a pulled muscle, guys. They're acting like she tore her ACL or something serious. Like, come on, man. I just can't stand how people overreact to everything when it comes to Caitlin Clark. I just hate this, bro. It's exhausting. Now, the Fever Insiders podcast episode, yeah, that one is scheduled to drop tomorrow. Oh yes, that episode drops tomorrow. And apparently Stephanie White has something to say. This is what she stated. And according to Chloe's article, right, she broke it down and quoted Stephanie directly. So now I'm really curious to hear how White explains everything, because at this point, we need some real clarity. People are acting like Caitlin's on the verge of some career-threatening injury, when in reality, it's just a minor setback. That's what's wild to me, man. The way folks twist the story and blow it up bigger than it is, it's crazy. But we'll see what Stephanie says when that episode drops tomorrow. I'll definitely be tuning in for that one. We're not jumping into anything that's too much, White said. We have the ability to right now take it on week-by-week basis. Why are we still taking it week by week when she got hurt back in July? Like, come on, man. We're almost in November now. What do you mean week by week? This is straight up PR talk, guys. That's all this is. They're trying to spin it because they know they're looking silly right now. Let's be real. If Caitlin Clark had come back, we might have been talking about the Fever in the finals, maybe even winning it all. And they know that. You want to know what this is really called? This is called damage control. They're trying to control the narrative, make it sound like everything's under some perfect plan, when really they just don't want to admit how bad they fumbled the situation. Now, doing some 3-on-3, doing some 2-on-2, building into 5-on-5, her being able to play in game-like situations is going to be important. It's been a long time building back into that, but it is October, and she needs to be able to slowly build back. So from an endurance standpoint, she's laying a really good foundation, so she's not having any setbacks or any regression.
We already know this. Now, what is this? Is this still Stephanie White talking? I would never speak for Caitlin, but it's frustrating as an athlete to go through injury when you're not able to do what you love to do, White said Monday. Certainly, having setbacks, then working your way back, then having another setback,
all of that is frustrating. While it's frustrating, it's important that we get her back at 100% and that she's comfortable, she's confident, that she's healthy, and that we can move forward in a way that continues to build for her career and her franchise. Caitlin Clark has done everything, and I mean everything, the Indiana Fever has told her to do. Now, if that means keeping quiet or even stretching the truth a little, then Caitlin's going to do that, just to keep the peace and appease them. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening. I'm not saying it's a fact. This is all alleged. But like Dave Pointy mentioned, it really does make you think. Caitlin Clark has been the ultimate team player from day one. She's been loyal, patient, and respectful every step of the way. But honestly, that same team player mindset might be what's hurting her image right now. Because let's be real, the Caitlin Clark hype isn't what it used to be. She was on a trajectory unlike anything we've ever seen in sports. From Iowa to her rookie year, the momentum was unreal. It was like watching a rocket take off, man. I was there. I saw it firsthand. But now, that rocket's starting to dip a little. And it's sad. It's really unfortunate to see. Somewhere along the line, the energy shifted. And guess what? That new interview dropping tomorrow, yeah, that's another PR move. Stephanie White's playing it safe, trying to control the message, but I'm calling it now. This is a PR stunt, plain and simple.
There's also an article here from Yahoo Sports where it says the key points. Let me make sure this is up for you guys. Caitlin Clark just wrapped up her second season in the WNBA. She appeared in only 13 games this season due to injury, but Indiana still managed to reach the conference finals. Clark is set to return to full strength this offseason and will take part in several exciting off-court endeavors over the coming months. It also marked the conclusion of Caitlin Clark's second season with the Indiana Fever. While she remains the franchise centerpiece, not just one of the faces, but the face of the league, it was a year Clark will likely want to put behind her as it was plagued by injuries. Clark appeared in just 13 games, and while she was productive during that stretch, she never fully regained her health. She dealt with an injury during the preseason, suffered a groin injury early in the year that caused her to miss time, then suffered another groin injury prior to the All-Star break that ultimately ended her season, on top of an ankle injury. Now, with 5-on-5 activities set to begin this month, Clark can use the offseason to return to full form. She already has several exciting developments planned, both on and off the court. But ultimately, Caitlin Clark making her return to 5-on-5 is what the basketball world truly, truly needs. I think Caitlin Clark is going to win MVP in year 3. I believe that a new CBA deal will get done. I think Adam Silver will see to it. I don't believe in Kathy Engelberg. I don't trust her, but I do believe Adam Silver will step in and get this deal done so we can have a 2026 season. Also, did y'all see how the finals were officiated differently? I'm not gonna lie, the finals definitely had a different whistle. They were calling a lot more fouls. You saw Asia Wilson getting a different kind of whistle. 19 free throws. She shot more free throws than the entire Phoenix Mercury team. But they definitely started calling more fouls in the finals for sure. And I think going forward, that's going to be a point of emphasis for the refs to eliminate a lot of the excessive physicality and to call the game tighter. That benefits Caitlin Clark because as a viewer, nobody wants to watch players just running around roughhousing. We want to see the skills. We want to see the talent. We want to see exciting basketball. And I believe in her third year, that's exactly what Caitlin Clark will give us, and she's going to win MVP in year 3. Now, I can't say the Indiana Fever will win the title because I don't trust Amber Cox, Kelly Crosspop, and Stephanie White to pick the right pieces. We saw the mistakes they made last season, giving DeWanna Bonner a max contract when she was terrible for most of the year, not just in Indiana, but even back in Phoenix. They gave Natasha Howard a max contract, made her promises and got her thinking she was going to win MVP, all kinds of nonsense. So although I don't trust management, I do believe Caitlin Clark is about to have an MVP type season. I believe the GOAT is about to show up and show out. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Caitlin Clark making her return to 5-on-5. Let me know what you think about all this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.